Steve's going to put up on the slide, and our coalition's pretty proud of the fact that we actually were very proactive in dealing with some of the youth in our community. And you can read for yourself, I won't, but Steve was very instrumental and deserves all the credit of administrating a program that got $2,500 to the 3 winning students of the Vestal graduating class, all who have gone on to pursue their careers. None of them perhaps in oil and natural gas, but that wasn't important. The importance was that they could convey a very positive message, well written, well documented, well referenced. Didn't matter whether it was pro or con, as long as it stated reality. And we got some excellent documentations. They've been actually put up on web pages, and we hope to start having them printed in the Binghamton Press at some point in the near future. So that's something we're proud of. And also another achievement at this point is we have a young man, he's with us tonight, he was out in the lobby, his name is Mike Petro, and Mike is going to graduate from BCC at the end of this semester. He's been accepted at Binghamton University, and hopefully will follow in the success path that's been paved for him by others. And his goal is to be an environmental engineer. Now, he sure as hell better be one that supports us, not goes against us, and I've already reminded him of that. But anyway, he is engaged in a 75-hour community service program. We've structured a very, very diverse program. He's already engaged. A lot of it will require writing, research. And one of the things that may happen is he may be calling on a few of you to do an interview to basically enable him to do a 20-point reference of pro, con, and neutral reviews of what this community thinks about, concerned about, etc., natural gas, and that will get published. So we're very proud that we're able to enable him to gain some exposure, form his opinions, and express his writing skills and grow his talent. So we're proud of that. Also, our coalition started a little over 5 years ago in a church, a few people, and from then we have grown significantly. We currently represent a little over 12,000 acres in the town of Vestal. The town of Vestal is comprised of a little over 33,000 acres, and we represent 873 properties. When you put the membership together with the other land groups that are pro-gas, but not necessarily members of our coalition, for example, there's a timberland that represents approximately 1,400 acres, excuse me. There's also a group that has already been leased in the town of Vestal, which represents 15% of the acreage, or about 5,000 acres. There's also some groups that haven't formed opinions yet, and we feel that, well, currently the total of all of that, which is definitely pro-gas, represents 58.4% of the surface area of Vestal. Probably only 3 or 4% of the population. So it's back to Karen's statement. It's those few that own the land, and the voice can obviously be swayed by those who don't own significant amounts of land. Just a couple of key notes that I wanted to present. Also, in wrapping up, I thought I would go down through and basically identify the key things that we've done this year as a steering committee. First of all, I have a fantastic steering committee. Many of, in fact, all of them are here tonight, dedicate lots of hours. We try to have well-balanced skill sets. Sometimes my challenge is trying to manage 12 people who are all A-type personalities. Sometimes it's challenging, but we get along well, we support one another, we create a direction, and we're really proud of what we've achieved so far. We've attended lots of gas rallies. Most recent one was in Albany. We were in the hallways, confronted with sharing space, and it was pathetic, almost being spat on by people who had no idea what they were saying or what they were supporting. We built relationships with our selected gas companies. There are 5 of us that serve on the executive committee, including Rob Woodlake. Our goal is to identify, which we have done, to target, to build a relationship with the half dozen or a dozen gas companies that we would like to do business with. We may get an offer from someone else, but we feel that we've selected the ones that are most practical, the ones that we can trust the most, the ones we can have the best community relationship with, and we're going to continue to work on those relationships. We have submitted lots of comments to the DEC. We made a lot of recommendations, and in addition to that, we have submitted lots of guest viewpoints. We have a really gifted writer, Rob Tiberio, who is in the audience and who has been very, very gifted and very talented in getting many, many publications across the New York State media. In addition to that, we've attended Vestal Town Board meetings. I spoke of that earlier. Part of our goal was to be there to correct errors in what was being said, to help support the town board members when they didn't have the answers, but we did, and also to grow their knowledge, giving them opportunities to attend well tours, have exposure to meetings like this. And I see Steve Milkovich here tonight with his wife. You know, it's all about gaining knowledge. If the decisions are down the road, it's important that they have the knowledge. In addition to that, supporting lots of JLC activities, pro-gas candidates being supported. Again, an example of that was supporting Debbie Preston, Steve Milkovich, and many of the others who were elected in our area. I think the testimony to the support of the silent majority in favor of natural gas was there was not one local election that bent to an anti-gas candidate. So even though we're silent when it comes down to a vote, we sent the message. And the governor heard that. That was important to the governor to hear. Let me see what else have I got here. Our continued education. All of the steering committee members are looking at lots of information. We sometimes pick up tidbits that we feel we need to modify our lease. We're continuing amending and revising the lease. I'm going to get more active at this point with the New York State Royalty Owners Association. I attended a meeting in Montrose about a month ago. There's a great deal we need to learn about royalty management. There's a lot of concerns, and we will get aggressively involved in that. We have to have leases first, but we need to be sure that our leases cover those issues. Let me see what else we maintain a webpage. Hopefully those of you that are in our coalition would look at the webpage. It's pretty simple. It's www.vestalcoalition.com. We have one of our members is our webmaster, and he does a great job of keeping it up to date. And also facilitating well tours. We're putting together a well tour now that we should have members going on in the month of March. And again, key people who need to learn more by actually being on site, hearing the noise, smelling the success, and understanding the skill set that these people operate with. So that kind of concludes the catching up of this year and the activity that we've had at the steering committee and the coalition members. We certainly support your coming out tonight. That's obviously important to all of us. It takes a lot of time to put a meeting like this together. People travel long distances, give up personal time to be here to help share information that you have to make your decisions on. Obviously, you may go away thinking that this was definitely an industry slam job, and that's your privilege. If you take it and with an open mind, you just add it to everything else that you're picking up, sorting out the good from the bad, the reality from the lies. I think you'll end up feeling and making the right decisions. We're a little bit over time. The speakers all were willing to come up and stand here for maybe the next 10 minutes and answer some questions. If you'd like to do that, we can, or if you'd like to basically adjourn the meeting, we could do that also. What would you just like to do? Showing hands, how many would like to stay? Okay, well, what I would ask is then maybe those that have questions, our speakers will certainly come up front. Those of you who would like to leave, we certainly have enjoyed having you here. Lots of things still in the lobby. Make sure you've signed all of the documents. Frac Nation, there are some copies of Frac Nation that are out there. We had the opportunity of seeing that in Binghamton. It's a great reversal of the false information that Josh Fox put out, and it's worth procuring. It is a donation of $20, but hopefully you take it home and find the value and share that. Lots of information out there that's been provided by the JLC. Please pick that up. And again, we appreciate your coming. And I'll ask those members that presented to come up and they can answer any questions that you might have to ask.